competition with IITians because IIT BHU was considered superior.
Yes, sir.
So then what happened? One fine day, I just decided to organize some cultural festivals in university. This story very much will relate with all the triple IT Dharwad people who anytime want to bring some initiative or be the part of some activity or you are instructed to do something. So that time I happened to do the Art of Living program and Sudarshan Kriya, learn Surya Namaskar, meditations, Padma Sadhana, and many guided meditations. There I realized that one of my friends told me a very nice thing that Rohit, wherever you are not there. What do you mean? He said, see, I used to play chess for my national chess खेला है मैंने काफी समय for like some time during university time only and played cricket for the university and I had physics, chemistry, and maths as my subject. So you all might like to might be able to relate with it. He told me that when you're in the chemistry lab, you're talking about cricket match. When you're playing cricket, you're talking about chess. While playing chess, you're worried about tomorrow's physics assignment that you have to submit. So every moment you are somewhere where you are just thinking about, but you are somewhere else. I found you are making sense here. That's really true. And that's why productivity gets reduced. After that, when I worked with GE Capital, it was campus placement. I happened to come to Delhi and Gurgaon. I worked there. So for 3 years of my work experience in GE, I was mostly into business analysis and HR. I realized all of us, I mean, without fail, professors can relate with it. Without all of us, every Monday morning was the most miserable morning. And we will wait for the Friday. And when Friday comes, then Saturday, Sunday, we are so tired and we will sleep. Again, Monday comes. Are you understand what I'm saying? So it's very, very important to understand that if this moment I am doing something, then basically my background, my profile, my experiences, all they matter, but my state of mind, this moment matters much more than what all I have achieved or what all I have failed. Both. Exactly both. Then what happens in this moment becomes a very fresh moment. And we are most productive in this moment when we are doing this work, this moment totally. Yeah? Yeah, all of you can write on chat as well in case it is, making sense to you. What do you say, Sunil? Is it like making sense to you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Actually, I lost our connection in between, but I am back. Sorry.
No problem. Others can write on chat if it is like kind of, sounding correct to them. I'm new to Google Meet. Yeah, thank you, Shambhuga Sundari ji. So, when I was playing cricket, why I'm so inspired by Dhoni and new people coming up is because Rahul Dravid, the cricketer from Karnataka only, he has taught one thing to them that play this ball. Okay, you may lose the match. Rahul Dravid happened to do the Art of Living course back in 2008. Same with Kumar Sangakkara for Sri Lanka. I'm very much into cricket. So he always taught everybody play this ball. So my first sharing with you all, no preaching something to all of you, that live 22nd of January. In fact, live 22nd of January 10 a.m. nicely. Oh, but yesterday was so bad. Yesterday's session was so good. Day for session was very, very bad. Oh, Monday again, one more work. Oh, Monday, this work is coming up. All that may, there's no hard and fast rule, may reduce a bit of our productivity and 100% interest in this thing right now I'm doing. Getting it? And when this becomes a pattern to holding on to the past, great or not great, both, then this moment, this present moment, either past some beautiful memories or some trauma or some stress or some experiences, good or bad, we are thinking and dancing about that, or the plannings and ambitions and tomorrow and then day after tomorrow, then 5 years later, that is all going on. And the best example is on 27th of January, you will think of 22nd of January. This happens. So then the regret is, oh, 22nd January, I could have done that. How many of you have done this in your life? That, oh, I could have. So many motivational speakers and spiritual teachers, they always talk about that live this moment. Doing Sudarshan Kriya and breathing techniques made me understand one thing. It is not like, let's say you do 10 things in your life: teaching, uh, coordinating certain things, emailing people, uh, making students, keeping them motivated, or some hobbies, or you have family and children's school and lots of things you might have. This all, like, let's say you 10 things you do in a day. Doing Sudarshan Kriya, doing yoga, doing meditation, doing pranayam is not the 11th thing of life. This is one thing which makes the 10 things running properly. It's like a fuel. Many of us from the age of 18 onwards, in fact even before, we get in the trap of, oh, life is very busy, not today, maybe we'll see tomorrow, or maybe next week. This way we end up turning 45 with diabetes or sugar or BP or whatnot. Yeah, we all need to be very, very careful. And Gurudev Sri Sri Ravi Shankar has given a very simple thing about live today, live this moment. I'm also not saying enjoy and all. Maybe sometimes you may not enjoy, but live. Yeah. So, it's very easy to say. Everybody has been saying that live this moment. Breathing is one thing which is always in this moment. So here's a clue. All of you must be scientists and professors. There is a clue. The trick is connect your mind, which is dancing in past and future, with something which is in present moment. What is there in present moment? Breath. Connecting the mind with the breath, every corresponding emotions and feelings and thoughts has corresponding link with the rhythm of your breath. You are angry, rhythm of breath is different. You are frustrated, rhythm of breath is different. You are very happy, very joyful, rhythm of breath is different. So we can't change the mind and emotions directly, but changing the rhythm of breath can change the mind. At least hold the mind. Can at least keep the mind fresh. Yeah, making sense to everyone? Yes, no? Google Meet doesn't have much of options like Zoom. Thank you, Babita ji. When people respond, these online things I've been teaching for the last 11 months now, since the COVID started. This is very interesting. Looks like you're talking to a mobile phone only. So, thank you. So, most of you must definitely have more experience than me in life, but working in corporates, I realized one thing. This is the point number 2 I'm going to touch now. Maybe Sunil ji did not receive my profile. There was a good clue you gave me that I could give the entire talk.
Okay, sir.
So all of you can just practice this for 1 week. I'm not going to wife or children or your grandfather or your colleague or your friend or neighbor. Your profile. Profile means what all you have done, what all you know. Then what happens? Life becomes very, very easy. Kuch nahi kiya, nothing I've done. Yeah, use sales. Because I know when I was working in Jammu and Kashmir, there was an army officer. Yeah, I'm telling you, busy schedule coming on. Actually, my context is when an army officer, he just became captain, just like a young chap. When he comes back home, he'll be captain at home also. You talk to wife also in the same tone, talk to children also in the same tone. Not rude, but the same tone. Get the plate. That will be his tone. At the home, घर पर भी, in the home as well. Please finish the dosa first. Then you'll get the next set of dosa. So his tone was the captain there itself. He did not drop the profile of captain at the regiment. He brought that as home as well. For example, I played cricket, I played chess, I studied physics. Now, if I start, talking to a farmer, start bringing my physics into there only because I studied physics, then what happens? It's not about arrogance. Then, this moment, we don't receive the best from the person in front of me. It's very, very important. You can share this with your students, I'm telling you. That what all you know, we respect you, but let's learn something new today. Completely new. Of course, it is related with the previous theory as well, not academically, life-wise. Then what happens? Then Like, let's say you must have seen people taking selfie and all when they go for picnic spots. How many of you have noticed that? Selfie, photos, pictures. I also take it, by the way. Then that time they are not enjoying that beaches or mountains or that particular beautiful thing. That it's so busy taking camera. And later when they come back home, maybe they put their status and all. Even I do. But very rare, 1 or 2 pictures I take. Because that moment I want to be that beautiful scenery. Rather capturing and then thinking about it and reminding and then comparing this picnic to the previous picnic. So I think Andaman was better. No, Ladakh was better. Yeah. Kochi was great. Because I've seen people talking. Once a while, even I do that. Which I'm like aware that I can change this habit. You getting what I'm saying? The previous fight, how many of you have done fights with your friends or, arguments or kind of, differences with somebody ever in your life? Yeah. Or thank you, Vijayashri. Vijayashri, they all. Yeah. Sometimes, most of the times it is related to what you had expected as per your assumptions, and where the assumptions come from, what you experienced in the past, all the perceptions set in the past for a human being, for a situation, for something, they create the new present. And in case the past or the assumptions and observations and perceptions were not so pleasant, then this moment becomes unpleasant, and then the consequences go on. Getting? When you say good morning every morning, then what does it mean? It's good morning. You can always add fresh good morning, the new good morning, you can say that. Yeah? Try it out. Past things can be like sugarcane juice. You can just take the sweet out of the past part, that's it. Rest all has to be thrown or can be given to animals to eat or can be made fertilizers or whatever. It's like sugarcane juice. Only juice part, sweet part of the past can be stored with you. Try it out. If that helps you, then tell Sunil ji and he'll update me with that. Yeah, it's not that easy that I said it and it's done, but practicing in the course of time that whatever I did yesterday, day before and all is gone, over, finished. Yeah, for example, when I was teaching a program in Vietnam, there some people have certain patterns that's how the teaching should be. So when I went there, it took time for me to adjust for a week. Because the people in front of me, they have got certain definition of humility, strong, wonderful course, what a talk, oh wow, oh so bad. They have these concepts. So the new is very difficult to be received. So one of the parties have to be smart. I took one week time to understand their basic culture. So ye to ho gaya. In the different countries it's like that. But in India also, if you see, different states have different concepts and assumptions and perceptions. What happens? There are 3 things I have said: observation, perceptions, and then expression. If you observe something, like I have heard many times in India, I've traveled all across the country, it's about, oh, he's a Punjabi, oh, he's a Bihari, he's a Karnataka, he's a Tamilian, oh, that's why, oh, he's a Kashmiri, oh, leave it. They might have not met so many Kashmiris. You might have not met all the Kannadigas. All the Tamilians, do you know? All the Biharis are bad or good. All the Punjabis are bad or good. No. But in the course of time, we make certain things here. All the new generations is like that. All the boys are this may create a perception in our head. And then on that basis of, in case perception was not positive, in case it was negative, that on that ground, whatever you will observe further, that will also be negative. And hence the expression turns out to be negative. Yes or no? Are you getting what I'm saying? This is the very sequence. If observation was negative, perception becomes negative, then expression becomes negative. So let's make it reverse. Observation cannot be positive all the time, but with pranayam, yoga, sudarshan kriya, you can flush out the negativity of yesterday, and observation could be positive. I mean, it's like fine, little bit happens. Not everybody is bad. Oh, once a while it happens. No worries about it. Not a big deal. When we are in this zone, Only the person who's in present moment can be in this zone, by the way. Then perception also becomes positive. In fact, you don't hold on to perceptions. Getting it? Let's say Vijay ji and Sunil ji. I don't know both of you. I'm just taking the risk of giving a random example completely. Or any two teachers, teacher A and teacher B. They had an argument. Some argument they had on something. Which day they had argument? 1st of January or 11th of January. What time? 11:55 a.m. What topic? On some physics theory. Or some topic about some management should have done this. No, management should have done this. Now, 22nd of January, if you're still holding on to that, Sunil ji is very rude. Sunil ji, he just does whatever he wants. Then 22nd January, he might have changed. He's a new person. He had a very good coffee in the morning. He's happy today. He is fresh. But the teacher B, teacher A, B, C, whatever, they're still holding on very rude. Always does that. He just did once or twice. And we make it always does that. Then his new gift, new present, or some new happy thing he's offering, you'll have doubt in that as well. He's very rude. He's just selfish. He always does whatever he wants. So this is the holding on perception, the baggage we are holding. And now everything is being received, scanned by that negative baggage. Yes or no? That's not being intelligent, right? So mind has certain tendencies of storing the things. That's why there are 7 levels of our existence. You may, in case you are sitting with the paper and pen, or you are making notes on a laptop, body is the first level. We all have it. That's how we get recognized. Breath, level 2. We breathe, then we exist. The first thing of our life we did what? Breathing. Last thing of our life is what? Breathing out. Right? Breathing. Third is mind. I told you the connection with breath and mind. Rhythm of breath, state of mind. They are directly connected. The most authentic, most organic connection of any two things in this world is mind and body, mind and breath. Number 4 comes intellect. Now, mind has a tendency to roam in past, future, past, future, past, future, past, future. They keep dancing. Intellect, they filter the thought. Good thought, bad thought. They act. Mind is the perceiving faculty. Intellect is the deciding faculty. Intellect decides what to do, what not to do. So intellect can receive all these things I'm talking right now. You will talk to me. Intellect receives all these things. Got it? Now, 5th level is memory. Memory stores negative or positive experiences of life. Now, if you say intellect, what do we doubt more, positive or negative? What do we doubt more? Tell me. You can just write positive or negative. Doubts. Become the doubts. No, I'm not good. He is not good. I think the Modi is not doing good. I think government is not good. I think the college is not good. I don't think he made that. My partner is not good. I don't think. What do we doubt more, positive or negative? Doubts. Anybody's got an answer? Check. Please write. Make some effort. If you are sitting in Dharwad or different houses, if you're in South India, it must be fine. Delhi is too cold. I'm right now sitting in Delhi. Negative and Partha. Others, anybody else? What do you doubt more? Positive and maybe you are sitting in blankets or what? Respond. Positive, Vijayashree, and I can't see. Everybody else is not in a video, no? Okay, so Google Meet.
How I can remove negative thoughts? How I can
Yeah,
negative thoughts? That is the main point.
exactly. So, good question put at the right timing right now, because I'm on the same thing. We doubt mostly on positive. Somebody appreciates us, we say, really sure something good happens. Okay, big deal about it. Now, negative thoughts, like you said, a negative thought comes. If you fight with that thought, then negative thoughts also have an ego. They don't run away. If you allow that thought to come, then they will lose their identity, they'll go. That's the trick. Negative thoughts, we should not fight with the negative thoughts, number 1. Don't.
Please reiterate it. Please.
I couldn't hear it well.
Uh, please say it again.
I'm saying that negative thoughts, when it comes, don't fight with them. Don't tell them to go away, go away, go away. Then they stronger. Well, the negative thoughts also have a lot of ego. Let them come and go. It will pass by naturally. And the techniques of pranayama and yoga and sudarshan kriya, breathing techniques, they help in you being aware that negative thoughts have come. It will be there for some time, 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and it will go away. How is it possible to concentrate? I'm coming on that. Number one, let's understand. Intellect doubts the positive. Somebody says, "Oh, you're so good. I love you." Not sure about it. Somebody says, "You're so bad. Look, you always do that." We trust that. Negative is trusted, positive is doubted. If you see college students, there's so much of love, relationship, affairs keep happening. Somebody says, "I love you." They say, "Really?" Somebody says, "I hate you." They trust that. Forever, they'll remember it. He said, "I hate you." On and on, they will be doing it. Yeah. So, we need to understand this thing. Intellect doubts on the positive. Next level memory, where J and G, your full name I can't see. Memory, what do we see?
JN Tripathi. JN Tripathi.
Hello, Tripathi.
Jayant Nath Tripathi.
Okay, thank you. So memory has a great ability of storing the negative. 10 years before, in some marriage, that paneer was not tasty. Those who attend a lot of weddings. Yeah, you need to understand this clearly. Something good happens, not a big deal. So we all can make a list of that. What are storing BU is not good to. What is that? I didn't understand. What is BU is not good to. So when you remember something of so much of past to keep negative thought. Okay, maybe in one chat it didn't come. So when memory stores negative, negative means what? Somebody behaved in certain way. Something happened with me in 2011, and they did this time, so they will might do it this time as well. Who knows? This is what causes the chain of negative thoughts, and then even further negative. Little more and little more and little. Then we sulk and we complain and we become irresponsible. We want to run away. We want to get rid of the job. We want to go home. We want to sleep. We are not giving a good sleep. Also, this is the consequences. It's a chain. Just because we have stored that one small experiences for coming days, for coming months, for weeks. Yeah. So let's say in this talk of 1 hour, we are having a healthy, happy chat. Okay, great, no problem. Somebody comes and gives a very bad talk. I'm not sure if I'm like making sense to you or not. Very bad talk. Shouting, making no sense, talking nonsense, having irrelevant humor and all. All the 81 teachers will store that. Very bad talk. Stupid here. Horrible teacher. So we can do one thing. You can teach your students and children and partner or family members and all that when something great happens in your life now, it is answer to JMG once again. Praise it like loud. Keep praising it for so long time. Praise like little hyperbolic. Something negative happens, just speak to the concerned person or concerned authorities and close the matter. Those who cherish a lot in discussing the not present part, you see, they derive so much pleasure in that. And that's very, tamasic, very low energy pleasure. We can think of it, we can get rid of it in case we are into it. As nobody's had the habit of doing this, but we can just be aware of this. This could be our nature in case, which we are not aware so far, because that's how our upbringing and society could be. We can see something good Sunilji does, Vijayashri does, other teachers, I can't see the name, they do. Talk it loud. Tell it to everybody. You know what happened? You know what he did? Oh, he did this, he did this. This environment also helps in the entire environment and people in the environment holding on to only positivity and appreciations and creativity and productivity, rather complaints or doubts or negativity and making lobby and etc. etc. Like that. So memory, we have to take care. What are we observing? What are we perceiving? And then what are we expressing? If expression turned out to be not so positive, because observation and perception was negative, you need to think about it. Okay. In one of the sessions, I remember in online sessions, I was like, you see, if I'm doing hair like this again and again, I had very long hair just 3-4 months before maybe hair showed up. So now the habit was like that, which is a very, very bad habit. This is not a very formally nice habit. Now it's a small thing. Please forgive me for that. I'm just doing this. I'm also working on that. I should not be doing it again. But if somebody holds on to it, something, the Heart of Living teacher in that sweatshirt, he was again doing his, all that time here. And why was he doing it? I mean, what kind of man is that? It's a small thing. If you notice, there are many, many, many small things we are holding on to. It's very funny. Check it out. Something major happens. Tsunami comes. Calamities come. COVID has come. Then there it's okay. Little bit time we give on that. But small, small things, if we talk in our small relationships, children, professors, students, then we are not living the fresh day. Okay? You never know in what condition somebody is in. That's why the certain person behaved like that. And that's why you are, he is upset or she is upset. And they behaved in certain way. That does not mean they are the human being like that. Not possible. Yeah? Good. So 10:29 now. Any questions anybody has? I was here to just share more about the levels of existences and our pattern. Yes, anybody? Questions
Sir.
or for that?
Sir,
Uh-huh.
sir, am I audible?
Yes, tell me.
It is often said that in pranayam, you must lead to thoughtlessness. How it is possible? Because once you start pranayam,
Right.
then come to your mind.
Right.
And how I can come to the thoughtlessness?
Yeah. It's
That
I got the question. How to that state of thoughtlessness, right?
Yes, sir.
It would sound very funny in case I say it's very simple. It's all about whenever you are moving in. Yeah. Whenever you are moving in, something or the other, one comes, second comes, third comes, then fighting with the thoughts, that brings more and more thoughts. Getting everybody?
So fighting with the thoughts?
That bring more and more thoughts. And second, it's a process. It's a journey. You understand what I'm saying? It's like when you do pranayam, you do different types of pranayam, and then you do Sudarshan Kriya, the breathing techniques, then what happens? Thoughts are always of past and future. The only way to bring yourself in the thoughtless state is coming in the present moment. How can you come in the present moment? By connecting your mind, which receives thoughts, with the breath. Breath is in the present moment. Then for some time, which is called meditation, you are automatically, if you force yourself, you make an effort, then you come in the thought.
It means I don't have to put any effort to the thoughts.
Well, yes, don't put any efforts to the thoughts. Make only efforts to do pranayam and breathing.
Concentrate on breathing.
Concentrate is again a very dangerous term. In fact, don't concentrate. Just breathe. Yeah, just breathing helps. Not for anger, some people say that breathing means anger. Just
But,
and that's
but
why, of course, any roads are not so simple roads to drive. So this is a process. First, you do some asana, some physical activity, some stretching and all, so that your body starts pumping. Then you do some pranayam to cool down. Then you lead yourself to the dhyan. And then you receive a state called samadhi, which is the thoughtless state. So it's a
So
process.
that is the ultimate. Dharana, dhyan, samadhi. Dharana, dhyan, samadhi. That is the ultimate.
Right.
But to arrive there, it's not simple thing. I mean, whatever the in Ashtanga Yoga Darshan, whatever is said, that is not so simple things
Yeah, if we
because
start with that is not so simple, it might look difficult. Because it's like your students, they say, "Oh, sir, this subject is very, very difficult." For you, it's very, very easy, and you can tell them the entire journey. It's easy. It's not that difficult. If you put everybody, it's actually easy. Trust me, it's very, very easy. Asana every day, you do 10, 20 days, 21 days, you do asana and then pranayam and then um, you do Sudarshan Kriya, do the breathing
dharana,
certain rhythm.
dhyan, dhyan.
Let's not get
It,
stuck on words. Ashtanga Yoga, I don't want to bring it because that's a separate topic completely. I was talking, which was the journey of Ashtanga Yoga only. But when we bring some subject, that becomes very academic. Yeah.
okay.
So asana, pranayam, dharana, dhyan. Actually, pratyahar is also one thing comes in between.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Yam, niyam, asana.
yeah.
Yam,
That's
niyam.
yam niyam is a deep discussion to follow. It's a very very big topic to talk about. I have talked it in certain sessions, but right now to be very very specific, every day in the morning, getting up and doing stretching of your body, all the joints to be opened, all the muscles to be released, doing some asanas. We'll be doing some things now, and then doing pranayamas and doing dhyana. That helps a lot in reaching the state to thoughtlessness. And then later on, Sunilji can coordinate. You all can show up for all the entire program of the Sudarshan Kriya program of 3 days with Art of Living. It's 10:35. Anything which has heard for more than half an hour is not received. So I give all of you 2 minutes break. Take a bio break, washroom or water you want to have, or stretch yourself. Take a 2 minutes break. Is it okay, Sunilji?
Yes, sir. That's totally okay.
Yeah, because audibility, sunne ka capacity. 2 minutes break, everybody. Let's take, and I'll also resume in 2 minutes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sure.
Hello, people. I hope you've taken your break.
Yes, sir.
Are you there?
Yes, sir. All of us are here.
Good. So, what else do you expect, Sunilji? This good that I shared what came, and Art of Living Foundation is based on training this skill of like JM sir was talking about bringing yourself in a state where you could be new and fresh, starting the 22nd January and every new day as a new day. Life becomes much more beautiful. The journey is breathing techniques, Sudarshan Kriya, and the whole day is so much better than usual. Yeah. What are the other expectations from? Because I got a call at 9 p.m. last night. So I didn't know what Sunilji and the institution is expecting from the Art of Living Foundation. Yes,
Uh,
Sunil.
yeah, sir. If we can talk, I had a few points I'd like to share. One thing about the stress management,
Mm-hmm.
something if you can speak, because a lot of time thought, I know that thoughts, what we think, what you have thought, like what you have told, it's already related to the stress. So we can release the stress by doing all these pranayam and all. So one thing what I thought ki we can speak about, we can like discuss about the stress management, how to like mitigate it. I mean, how to reduce it. And second thing is the ethical behavior. What should we should have in our day-to-day life? One example I'd like to share that in the world of research, where we write the paper and someone else review our paper, I mean, journal paper, conference paper, right? And whenever we write the paper, we take the ideas from someone else paper, some others ideas. So it should be a proper practice from all of us to give a proper regard to someone else, like the point what I'm talking about, the copyright or the citation or the reference, to give a proper regard. So that is also one of the things what I thought we should understand, and we should live that thing in our day-to-day life.
Perfect.
Yes,
Thank you
sir.
so much for both the questions. So I'll come to the second question first. Second point first. Ethical behavior. Do you agree that in the history, if you see history till today existing, kings, all the kings who have achieved, who have lived something, they, you know, have received the respect because they're the king, but their life might not be at peace. Look at all the chief ministers and prime ministers and opposition parties these days. Kings might get respect or fear, but they don't have peace of mind. King makers may not be very known people. Who cares? They have respect and they have peace of mind both. So, if you allow people, you do it, fine. Your name comes. Take it. In case somebody is trying to be, little nasty and little, not ethical with you, become big. Your thing, somebody is stealing, giving away your rights. I'm not talking about that. But somebody, is stuck on the petty, silly things, then take it, man. It's yours. Take it. They will feel ashamed. None of your 18-year school children now. In your age, I just give up, unexpected to them, very unusual to them. They'll feel a little like, how come you are giving it to me? They'll feel a little ashamed. Getting it? Always the big one out of the two people is the one who gives. Receiver is generally small. I'm talking completely in academic terms. If Sunilji was very specific to it, receiver always ends up looking herself small in her own eyes. Giver may not be on the stage getting garlands, but is big. Become big. Life will be more and more peaceful. Achievements, there is no end to achievement, trust me. I am turning 36 years old. I would never claim that I have achieved everything, but whatever I have achieved, I am really satisfied with that. This moment I am satisfied. Now I become more popular and become celebrity, have more Instagram followers. Those who have Instagram followers, those who are celebrities, those who have said given more research papers, see their life, are they very peaceful? It's an illusion that when we get it, then we'll be happy. It's a serious illusion. We need to think about it. Those who are not married, they think after marriage they will be happy and settled. Those who get married, after one child they'll be settled. Children goes to school, then they'll be settled. There's no end to it. When you are 10 years old, when you're 14 years old, something else looked like, oh, then when I achieved this. 18 years, when I achieved this. Till the age of 75, when I achieved this. If just this much happens, just my grandson gets into IIT. Okay, great grandson gets into IIT. Come on, you are faculty in Triple IT. That stops. That's it. It's enough achieved now. Okay. Little more respect. Some management committee head, somebody makes me HOD or vice chancellor. Oh, it's a stress. It comes your way as a responsibility. Everybody gives it to you. We need to receive it generously, graciously, happily. But aiming more to gain power, to gain papers, to gain your names, maybe, I don't know if that gives you peace of mind. If the purpose of life is peace of mind, a happy sleep, a happy relation, then, much of achievement, fights and all. Forget about ethical behavior. Do you really want to have bad sleep? Do you really want to have food where you cannot be with the food? You are having so many doubts of who's talking what with whom. Did they make a phone call to him? And if they come here, why didn't they tell me? All these calculations of people, are you really enjoying that? No. So, if the purpose of life is peace of mind, happy, then it will be very easy for us to calculate what to give away. And what are your rights? I tell you, if you are that peaceful and calm with your presence, people will also know that who are you. Those who have to fight and talk and make a lot of political things and a lot of, cunningness they have to do to gain their name, they don't carry much of respect. And people may carry just out of, I don't know what is called in English, zabardasti. I mean, forcefully they may be given respect, but not from the heart. So that manipulated fake respect, what do you do with that? So be the bigger one, be the giver. Who can give? Who has it? No. Give it. You take it. It's like that. So it's the easy way to understand ethical behavior. Then that will, if you give more, people will also give you respect, love, care, credits, and your name, reputation. A lot of will follow. You hold on something in your hand, hold. It's so difficult. Lose it. Much easy. Correct? We can't run away from our responsibilities. Not that. Responsibilities are taken and given, and we are abide by that. We need to do that. Yeah. But snatching someone's work and all, tell people, maybe Sunilji asked in some particular context of some people in life in general or many other triple ITs or all over the things, just tell people, what is your preference? Achieving and gaining an illusion that someday you will become this, or peace of mind? If their ambition only is to achieve and achieve and achieve and achieve, then there's no, let them suffer. You can't help them. Bring them to Bangalore Ashram and other centers in Dharwad maybe and make them do Sudarshan. They will realize that I have already achieved a lot. I'm already very good. I'm a happy, nice, generous human being. What I was looking behind? Looking forward, actually. Don't know. Both the things. Got it? Second is about stress management you talked. What gives you stress? The only and only reason of stress is mind busy with past and future. In present moment, there's no stress. You sit in your lawn or sit in the Triple IT campus and watch a flower. Totally in present moment. What stress is there? India versus Australia cricket match happened 5th day. They did their responsibility. Now they won. Now what? You read on Twitter and newspapers so much, media is talking so great. 2, 3 days, 5 days, 10 days gone. Next match with England. One bad game. See, Indian team is no good. I think Kohli is not a good captain. Rahane cannot bat. All that will start. Running our life on the basis of people's opinions. Back and again, what will people think about it? That is stress. If you want to really, really eliminate the stress, then taking responsibility is the solution. And, what do I say? Solution number one in some way. And mind and life to be in present moment to be the purpose. Then stress can be eliminated. Stress management is a little difficult. It's a bit,
So one I think I should ask. So stress can be positive or negative both, or it is always negative.
as per the psychology, I think you need to mute somebody. There's some word called EU stress, where let's say you make a map of 0 to 100, then till 30, 35 of the point on the table, or 35% of the part, if it is taking stress, then that is the driving force. That's not called stress like negative stress. It's a driving force. If you don't have even that much of stress, then you will become lazy. You'll do nothing. But if that threshold is crossed, then that becomes negative stress. Negative stress leads to blood pressure, sugar, diabetes, fights, arguments, negativities, depression, disliking the work, running away from here, then where you reach, running away from there also, and all that it starts. So bit like is a salt in the food. The little bit is there, is to be there, so that you get up in the morning because you have to go to office. It's not stress, it's a responsibility. So positive part of stress, if I may say, that is a responsibility in your life. Negative part is like too much willing to achieve and learn, and learn is good actually. On and gain, you die. 20, 30, 30, 40 more years you die. Right? So that is negative stress. Positive stress is taking responsibility of my day today, my week today, my responsibility for students, my responsibility with the management, responsibility with the society, with the country. That is the positive part. Both is actually stress only. And second one, Sunilji, you can define it to everybody or the students. Stress cannot be managed. Please don't manage stress. Stress is the garbage. Why would you want to, manage the garbage? Okay, stress is to be eliminated. Breathing techniques eliminated. Because, whatever I say, this may be one of the theoretical sessions that all of you must have attended so many times in your life, much more than me. They don't remain for long. That's why the practice of pranayam, meditation, breathing techniques, they will help you in giving your own peace of mind and living your day in the best way. Got it, everyone? Yeah. Anything else? I hope the answer was understood and satisfactory by everybody. You can just write a yes so that it gives me confidence of keep going. Thank you. Yeah. Anything else? Any other question, anybody? Then in 5 minutes, I will start the meditation. We'll do a short meditation. So much. Actually, in Dharwad, most of the professors are from Karnataka only, or it's like from all over India. In general, just asking.
It's from all over India in the institute where I'm working, and we have 30 faculty, and it's from all over India. Sir.
Perfect. Great. Yeah. Anybody else have got?
And even the students are from all over India.
Good. What else? I'm from Pune Symbiosis Institute. I get rid of stress with Zikr. Zikr helps a lot. I remember that I was taught that when I was in Kashmir. Those who do, puja part, arti, or do the namaz on time, sincerely, then it is a big, for them, if they believe in that, okay? It helps a lot. this remembrance of the ultimate power, the supreme power, the one power, though that's a higher journey, that helps a lot. To me, like the way my upbringing happened. So my mom will just do puja, completely meaningless to me. But now when I've grown up and I realize that some power who has given us birth, who will give us death, who will lead my life, that also takes you away from, daily affairs and the stress. Thank you, Mohammed Saab, sharing that. Otherwise, if you see the countries like in Iraq or Egypt or Lebanon, Afghanistan, some places in Kashmir, so much of stress is there, politically given to them. How do they survive? Of course, it's the prayer to, the ultimate power, Khuda, Krishna, Shiva, whosoever you believe in. All that is fine, completely your choice. Jesus, you want the ultimate power when you think of. That also helps a lot. That's true. We can't, however much intellectual we become in this country, but we can't ignore, we can't avoid the existence of the divine power, the ultimate power, the supreme power, who's called life, or people call it God or consciousness or anything. Remembrance of that, being with them, devotion, that's one of the solutions we can't avoid. We can't take it for granted. That's not religious. It's a very spiritual thing about remembrance of the ultimate power. And remembrance of death. That one will die. What stress. Great. Anybody else? Somebody has any question? Good. So we'll do a short meditation. Is that okay, everybody? Raise your hands or say yes or things like that. I need just 10 yeses so that we can go for the meditation. Google Meet is new to me. I was very much used to with Zoom. Okay. So others can't be on video, no? Sunilji? Short Sudarshan Kya. But that we'll learn in the course, Sumati ji.
Yes, sir.
Others, can they come on video, or Google Meet doesn't permit everybody to come on video? Never mind.
No, they can come on video. They are given the permission.
As long as it's like a panelist and attendance type. I'm just seeing some names. One moment. Yeah, people from all over India. Good. So what we'll do now, a small practice. Wherever you are, I hope you all are sitting on chair or mats, or if you're on bed, you can come out of bed and you can come on the chair, will be easy. And just stretch your arms like that. Everybody, just get ready, stretch your arms, like make it horizontal. Like that, everybody.
Sir, your hands are not too fully covered.
I know, under the video, no? Hand cannot. Now you can see this must be my hand only, no? Now a hand is here only, just I stretched it like that. Yeah. That's okay. I'm talking about this part only. So this part is to be seen. Stretch it and just look at it. Let this joint be opened. Open the joint. Totally. The shoulders should be with all the accumulation and clotting in there. Remove once again. Up more, go up more and more down. When you are sitting in the the room and you are feeling like stressed out or things like that, you can do that. Open this up totally. It helps up spine and middle part of spine as well. Do it. Shoulders go loose. This entire portion receives stress in physical muscles form. Make it loose like that. Somebody can be muted if there's a lot of noise. Move. Up. And with the breath, down. Like that. Good. Now hands up. Join it. Up, join tight. It's very, easy. I mean, it used to be very difficult in the beginning to smile seeing just yourself on the camera in front of you. I got used to it. Stretch, and just bend to your left side. Like that. Then come back. Stretch, bend to your right side. Very good. How it feels? Feels good here on the shoulders. Now neck. How the chin will come down first. And then you can just see first, go from your right, breathing into your back. Breathing out your left and down. But do very slow. Don't be very fast in doing it. Right to back, to left, to down. And right to the back, to the left, to down. If you are doing it very fast, you won't enjoy it. Reverse side, breathing in from left to back, to right, to down, then left. Go back, breathing out right and down. One last time, left, go back, then right and down. Very good. Now rub your palms. Rub your palms like that. And give a gentle massage on your top of your head. Very gentle. The skull. Good there. Then slowly come to the temple sideways. This place. Little behind. Be very slow. Come down near your ears. Now with your thumbs or with fingers, just loosen this part. It's very tight and stiff. Loosen this jaw muscles there. Softly. Make it soft. Pull your ears. Pull it, pull it. Pull it hard. Ears can be put hard. No softness here. That brings a lot of awareness. Pull it hard. Very good. Perfect. Now the face is good. Now fingers, just release it and make it like that. Okay, like that. Your wrists can be open. I actually don't believe in doing a lot of formal sessions where there's so much of formalities and all. So I'm sorry in case you are not used to being as casual as me. Great. Now legs wherever you are sitting, all of you can't stand up or can't be on the camera. Just stretch your legs, like right leg first. Stretch your legs wherever you're sitting. And touch your knees and then touch your toes. Spread and touch your toes. Then come back, touch your toes. Be there for some time. And come back. Bring it back. The left leg. Stretch. Touch your knees first and then slide. Touch your toes. And come back. One more time. Knees. Slide and touch your toes. And come back. How it feels? Feels good? Everybody? अच्छा लग रहा है?
Yes, sir.
The body खुल गया? चल सब stretch, shake your hands. झाड़ दो सारा stress, just shake all the stress, right side, front and back like that, and just shake up, shake sideways, shake in front, shake backwards. Just do all that shaking, 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 and shake faster. Let the body, let the blood circulation grow like that. Shake faster, 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 faster. Wow, it feels so good. Now what I'm going to do with the breath, this is called Bhastrika Pranayama. So loose fist like this near your shoulders. Can be kept like that. Like that. Can you all see that? It's near your shoulders. Bring it here, everybody. Yeah. When I say Breathe in, then hands go up and fingers open like that. I say breathe out, hands come down, and again fists are closed. And this again comes here. I'll just you can just catch my breath. Don't do it. You can just see now what I do. It's like could you hear the sound of my breath? Everybody? Coordination with gestures and breathing? You might have if you're seeing me. Bus, one yes was enough. Good. So let's all do it. When to breathe in. When hands go up, then full breath in, fill up your lungs 100%. When it comes down, then breathe out. Simplest thing. And you can close your eyes. That will lead to a small meditation. Close your eyes. Okay, बंद कर दीजिए. Sit comfortably and take the position. Loose fist near the shoulders. Elbows close to the body. Head, neck straight. Shoulders loose and relaxed. And let's do it together. Breathe in, hands go up. Breathe out, hands come down. Breathe in, go up. Hands down means breathe out. Let's do it together. Up, down, up, down, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, up, down, up, down, up, down, in, out, and relax. Just relax comfortably. Sit comfortably and easily. Sit like crossed legs or whichever position you are most comfortable in. Palms and knees facing the ceiling upwards. Eyes are closed. Just follow whatever you listen. Sit comfortably and easily. Eyes closed. Palms and knees facing the ceiling upwards. Let's take a deep breath in and let go. One more long deep breath. And breathe it out. For next 10 minutes type, we have to do nothing else. We want nothing. And we are nothing. Take a deep breath in. And let go. For some time, I have to do nothing. And I want nothing for a few moments. And I am nothing. Bring your attention to all the sounds in the environment. Become in the harmony with the environment this moment. Take a deep breath in and let go. Bring your attention to your body. Relax your body more and more. Release it. Release the stretch. Take a long, deep breath in and let go. Bring your attention to any thoughts coming in your mind this moment. Pleasant, unpleasant, past, future. Let it be. Any feelings, good or bad. Let that be. Take a deep breath, लंबी गहरी सांस अंदर, deep breath in and breathe it out. You are in the harmony with your thoughts and feelings this moment. You are peace. You are joy. Take a deep breath in. One more time. Breathe it out. Become aware of your thoughts and feelings, if any. Become aware of your body. And surroundings. Deep breath in and let go. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Very slowly and gently, whenever you feel like, you may open your eyes. Do not be in a hurry, take your own time. Welcome back. धीरे धीरे वापस आ जाए. Slowly and gently, you may open your eyes. How was it? How are you all?
It was brilliant, sir.
Good, good, good. Very nice. Others reply peaceful, great. How we are feeling? Very nice right now. Feeling fresh, nice, relaxed. So we need to give this 10-20 minutes every day to us about I am nothing, want nothing. It's called Dharana Dhyan. करते हैं. Then you do the first verse. Thank you. Fresh. Very nice, Preeti. Sapita. So Sunil ji can be the point of contact with my office with Varun. And you all can choose to come for the full-fledged program of the 3-day program or 6-day program where you learn the Sudarshan Kriya. Then you can, do yourself this meditation. And there are many other types of meditations, different mood swings and timings and, things in life going on. So I've already crossed 3 minutes. It's 11:18 now. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you.
Talking to you all in the morning.
Yeah, sir. Thank you so much. It was really one of the best sessions what I've attended, and I guess others have also the same feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Sunil.
For connecting with us.
So we will send the details to Sunil, some documents details have to be given to you. We came there, sir, with our first year. Very good. So I'll send the details. Maybe Varun will coordinate with you. And then we'll proceed further. We'll meet again. We'll do follow-ups. You all can follow on Twitter to us at the rate Shri Shri, and my ID is rohitranjan.rrj, and same on Instagram and Facebook, because social media is there already, whether good or bad. So we can always make a good use of anything, good thing or bad thing, but we can make a good use of that. That's our choice. You can follow us there, and we'll share. We'll stay in touch. Have fun, everyone. Thank you very much. Pranam. Bye bye.
Sure, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. Well, it was really a very, I guess it's one of the best session we have in this FDP. Even I didn't imagine when I scheduled it. But I guess this is why the AICTE has made it compulsory that in all FDP, which is being sponsored by Atal FDP, one session should be of the art of living, right? Okay, so it's really worth. Fine then, let's take a short 10-minute break and we'll sharply start at 11:30 with our second session on machine learning and cloud computing. And yesterday, some of you had some thoughts about the security and all, how to apply in cloud computing with machine learning. So I guess our next expert, Dr. Malay Kumar, will able to, resolve some of your doubts maybe. So let's see, he will connect us at 11:30 and then we'll start with our next session. Okay, fine. We'll connect again after 10 minutes. Utpal Pandey, this FDP is full of hands-on and practical solution. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Utpal sir, for connecting in all from last 5 days. I have been seeing that when we started, around 100 and 110 members or participants were there, and we have maintained that one. That's the best thing what I have felt. Okay, but usually what happens that we start with a good number, but gradually it decreases. That didn't happen, right? Mostly we are above now 90 plus, right? And in between 90 and 110, and that's really a good number. So thank you so much for all of you for attending all of the sessions, right? Thank you. So, okay, fine. We'll meet again after 5 minutes and we'll start with the next session. Okay. Just have some tea meanwhile.